始まったかな。前回昨日ですね、アマンガスという PC 版のゲームをやってみたところ、まあそこそこうまくいったので、今回も PC ゲーであるチキンポリスというゲームをね、やってみたいと思うんですが、声は入ってるでしょうか。今回も PC ゲーであるチキンポリスというゲームをね、やってみたいと思うんですが、声は入ってるでしょうか。入ってるかな。ちょっと待ってね、テスト中なんでね。が、声は入ってるでしょうか。入ってるかな。入ってるっぽいね。ちょっと待ってね、テスト中なんでね。じゃあチキンポリスをね、ちょっとやってみたいと思いますけど、ちょっと音でかいかな。入ってるっぽいね。ちょっと待ってね、テスト中なんでね。じゃあやっていこうかな。まあ音の強弱ちょっと調整みたいなのあれば言っていただけると私の方でもちょっと調整できると思うんで、あとですね、まあ昼間からでございますが酒飲んでるんで適当に終わるとは思います。いかに心が破れようと死体はそれにもして重いものだ。
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police.But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
チキンポリス。
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken.It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong?
グロービル市ワーク地区元ホテルアトラス。エロくねえ。
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away.
自分の事務所に
or Charlotte.
入ってきた。
I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name.She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time.
おクリックして視点見回して会話進めるゲームかな。
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day.
ああ、わかるわそれは。
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range. I don't even know what these papers are.
Huh?
Let me introduce myself.
デボラ
My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
俺はサニーだ
You're mistaken, ma'am.
新しい動物
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Philip. I mean,
ダメダメ
Mr. Philmar Lowe
フィリ
instead
ップ・
of
マーローっ
me.
て言おうとしたな
He's
お
a
前
nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
刑事やって言ってるけどな
Look, miss, I work for the police and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to.
よう喋るな
Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
ここら辺はちょっとやろうよね
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
海外じゃあれなんかな Would you like drink? で酒飲まんかっていうのなんか飲み物いるじゃないの
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
普段酒飲まへんしバーボンたしなむってすげえな
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
続けて話せよっとしいちょっと見てみようか動物デボライバネズインパラメス美しく華奢他に言えることはない場所昔はここもいい場所だったんだな今では誰かが先に腐れに飲み込まれるから競争だとりあえずホテルの価値は俺もそう遠くはないここに住んでるってことかチキンポリスは名の知れた刑事2羽組であるサンティーノ・サギーフェザーランドとマーティマコチキンの2名は各新聞社が知能みそかと呼ぶ事件を担当したことでベースを得た彼らはその後10年近く順風満帆な活躍を続けるがとある乱闘事件がきっかけでその伝説に終止が打たれるはあなお彼らに関する小説シリーズはメレディス・ H ・マーブルによって執筆され7年間で10巻刊行されたがチキンポリスらは同様小説のシリーズ人気もいつかして薄れていったおーすごいね現実にいる人が小説になるってなかなかないよねクロービルは900年以上前から独立都市国家として存続してきた4つの国が同都市の創立に関わっておりクロービル師匠に書かれている4体の動物と4本の手はその名残であるなお史実では爬虫類部族同盟と昆虫ものか大昆虫族も都市の創設に深く関わっていたが市の紋章にその存在が書かれることはなかったこの事実は世界における政治的文化的圧力を生む原因ともなったクロービルでは政治的自治そして捕食者と獲物の業者が平和的に暮らせる自然界唯一の国家としての夢が今なお維持されておりそれゆえに染色の町と言われることも三神は自然界の大部分で崇められる神であるその存在は偉大なる野生の神々と呼ばれ創造破壊そして沈黙の聖なる三位一体を構成する創造の女神ハリーティ破壊の神プタプティそして沈黙と虚無を司る無償なる亡霊ヌグワティティは創造と破壊の争いを繰り返しつつバランスを保っていると言われているなるほどねよくわからんまあ動物が都市を形成しているという世界なんですね
Who is this dame anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New... That's better.
あちょ
It's a very strange matter.
脅迫受けてる
First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
お宅に脅迫状が届きましたよという
Please, that's why I'm here.
なるほど。新規の尋問。焦点は容疑者について知っているかでしょ。知っている情報だ。話題4ドゥ。七種のゴンベって意味だっけ。怪しいぞ。これ注目した方が良さそうだ。焦点怪しい。印象怪しい。この男怪しい。俺は怪しいぞ。なんでお前は怪しいんだ。容疑者から印象を集めよう。印象を得るたびに新たな質問が追加されるぞ。新たな印象だ。新たな印象があったらそこに質問が出てくると。めちゃくちゃめちゃくちゃいいね。刑事メーターは尋問がうまくいってるかどうかを教えてくれる心強いメーターだ。敵の引っ張ら側になるように維持していこう。
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
適切に質問しろとね。君は一体何者なのかな。
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
まあ脅迫されるのは一般人なんかなかなか脅迫されへんからね。
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
書類仕事の中で見てしまったな、機密的なもの。
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
はあ。どの辺に住んでいるのかな。パラベラヒルズ、それともフラワービルかな。
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer
住むところも
that.
素
I'm
性
here on
も
behalf of my employer and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
なぜ今日この夜に俺を訪ねなかったといけなかったんだ。
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
いや、常識あるなら部屋に勝手に入るんじゃねえよ。
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
主人は女性やと。
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest,
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
どうしようかな。引っ込み思案、疑い深い恐れ。これを聞いたところでな、何を目当てに言ったのか自分で分かっ
do
てる。
you even know what you want?
I'm very sorry, Mr. Featherland. I thought...
What? You come in here, swaying your lovely hips like some kind of femme fatale, make me have a drink with you, and expect me to believe everything you say?
ちょっと尋問の臭くなってビビるかな。
I'm making you drink?
Well, okay, sweetheart, you had no hand in that.
I'm sorry I wasted your time,
Ah,
Mr.
怒らした。
Featherland.
なぜ君が俺を訪ねてきたんだい。
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is
Ah,
Miss
no, wait,
Natasha
Natasha.
Katsenko.
Katsenko.
She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
猫族かな。
How so?
猫だ。
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
でも勇気がなさそうだけどな。君は俺に何を期待してるんだ。いや、同じような質問やけどな。口調というか語調が違うんやろな。
What do you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
ハキハキスキルがある。
Sorry, sweetheart. I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
この世界観ではさ、この鶏がこのなんだっけ、オカピやったっけ、なんだっけ、カピバラやったっけ、なんかわからんけど、女性として見れるんかね。
That's very nice of you.
ああ、皮肉言われた。よ
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but
しよしよし。この件は全体的になんだか怪しいと疑わしいと思わないか？
don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
よしよし。ねえデボラ、君のことを信じるべき理由があるのかな？
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
なるほど。
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
あ、今のでもよかったね。多分
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Huh. Smart answer.
よしよしよし。正直に言ってくれ。何をそんなに恐れているんだ？
Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as
What,
most
Wessler?
people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the kingpin.
なるほど。
exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
猫ちゃんの彼氏はギャングやと。
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
一階の刑事に頼まんとなんかその権力にものを言わせてやればいいんじゃねえのと思う気もするけどね。尋問ランク OK 真の刑事デボライーパです。伝説のチキンポリスの復活だ。少しくたびれちまっちゃいるが少しも冷めちゃいない。さすがだ。ナターシャの情婦はなんとギャングのイーブン・ウェスラーだ。なるほど。デボラ・イバネス、彼女のナターシャ・キャッツェンコ、イブン・ウェスラー、ネズミに見えるけど、猫、メス、驚くほど水色、緑の人もしている。何らかのトラブルに巻き込まれたら確か、これはこっちも同じだが、色わかるんよ。あ、こんなんも読めんねや。彼女は自分の雇い主のために使い回しやっている。悪のある女だが、特に裕福な家や権力のある血筋の出身というわけではなさそうだ。はあはあはあはあ。でもさ、ヤクザの女を脅迫するって相当やで。はあはあはあはあはあ。
Legs that go on for... Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
おお、なるほど、そうやって動くか。
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's
正直
see.
金。ああ、見ろってな、はい。
I know Molly
私は
very
モリーをよ
well.
く知っている。私の依
Please
頼を
note this when
受けるか否
deciding
かを
whether
決
or
めるときは
not
こ
to
のことを
accept
考慮
my
して。
assignment.
ミス・イバネズは
Miss
信頼できる
Ibanez
と
is
思い
a
ますよ。
trusted
彼らには
Treat
彼
her
らは
as
紳士らしく
gentleman.
対応して。
N.
あ
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture.
Mr. Featherland?
昔飲んだか
Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
その人が別にモリー行ったわけじゃないよね。
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
visit me?
Not you, Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Czar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
まあまあそうやな。
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
ああ、彼氏には内緒で相談してるんか。
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
なるほどね。
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
写真撮るか
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
靴屋に、あ、これか。靴屋に飾るのはやっぱりあれじゃない？いい靴に出会えても一生は履き続けられないよってことじゃないの？
The wild gentlemen.
違うわ。
Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my
ああ、
whole
奥
life.
さんってこ
Before Molly left me and took our daughter. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series.
と？早く帰れや。
Thank you again, Mr. Sonny.
Don't mention it, Deborah. I had no other plans for today, except drink.
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Thought so.
早く帰れって。え、どうやったら進むの？
Behind that door, I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
555932。どうすんの？回すんじゃないんか。いやいや、待って。打ち込もうか。打ち込めません。早く電話しんとあいつ帰られん。555932ね。これを回すんじゃないの？あー、違う。 使ったことないよ。で、あ、よしよし。
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend. What's up?
おー、レイさんおはようございます。
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not
お試し
busy.
PC 配信中でございますよ。
For you, anything. Just a minute.
あら、あ、レインさんとはまだ1年か。意外ともっと経ってると思ったわ。まあ最近でこそちょっと絡み少ないけどね。いやいや1年ありがとうございました。また2年目もよろしくお願いいたしますというところでございましょうか。まあ言うてあれですからね、デドバにしてもエーペックスにしても腕前に大きな差がついてしまってますからね。またご教示願いたいですな。最近はでもデドバやってるのかな、レインさんは。
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop.
そう
The
です
Atlas
ね。
Hotel was his inheritance.
な、
It was once a well-renowned place,
なん
but
か
not
さ、
anymore. The last economic
一斉
crisis
に用意
ruined
どん
it.
でやりたいとこもある
And
な。
now, besides
レイ
me,
ンさんが得意
he
な
was the
FPS じゃな
only
いゲームやりた
resident
い
of
ね。
this enormous place.
あ、いいっす。
Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
もうエーペックスはまあね、ダブハン詰めたとどうやったっけ。とりあえずって感じ。
Of course, Sonny. You know anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah.
バイ。
I need to grab my stuff first.
持ち物の準備しようがないね。
I wanted to travel.
ナターシャはツァーリクラブにいるはずだ。はい。
I can always count on you. Thanks, old buddy.
Don't even mention it, my friend.
フレンドって感じじゃないけど。
You got anything planned for today?
ビビってるんじゃなくて思ってるだけなのかな。
I thought I'd visit a nightclub. It's New Year's Eve, after all.
ちょうどいいやん。ツァーリクラブ行こうぜ。
Well, I didn't mean to hold you up.
I'll ask a favor of you someday.
単純にこういう喋り方なだけか。
I owe you a lot of those, don't I?
That's true. I don't deny it.
これはあれなんかな、リアルの動物をキャプチャーしてるんかな。ほんまリアルやね。早く行こうぜ。
I can always count on.
すまん。
Could I ask you a few more?
Feel free, Sonny. Sonny, I've already told you what I know. I've never read the message. My job was to give it to you and nothing more.
You really are the.
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
Let me give you some advice, sister. Leave the city and get as far as you can from the likes of Ibn Wesler.
It's not so simple, Mr. Featherland. My mistress needs me.
Is she really that important to you? That you drive around in the dead of night to questionable places? To...
I would do more than that for her.
I see.
Thank you, Mr.
Sonny, please, just...
別にいいな。
Oh, just...
Yes, son.
I don't want to sound indiscreet, but this fur removal craze. Do you do this yourself, or are there specific parlors for it?
Well,
それはどうかと思うぞっていう後ろから。
would you like to try it?
鳥肌になっちゃうよ。
Well, it wouldn't work as well with my feathers. Just professional curiosity. You know, it's
Occupational hazard? There are parlors, yes. But I do it for myself. And I do it for my mistress too, if you're interested.
この首周りまではさ、まあ動物の特徴やけど、下は普通人間の女性やけど、ここもびっしりってこと？これぐらいのバランスがいいかな。
That's good to know.
You're one strange bird, Sunny Featherland.
Well, I've been called worse.
もういいよ、早く行こうぜ、も
I can always count on.
う。持ち物を、
I need to grab my stuff
持ち
first.
物を準備しようってないね。持っていくもある？ウイスキー、あ、冷やし。あ、
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but my wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal.
これでとりあえず出かけられそうやね。まあちょっと
Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
まあクラブに行く前に相棒のマーティに会っていきましょうねっていう話ですね。まあとりあえずこのカピバラかなんかの主人に会いに行くって話ですわ。とりあえずお試し配信なんで一回切りますね。というのもね、タバコが切れた。まあちょっと休憩し持ってなんか別のゲームを再開する、このゲームを再開するか別のゲームをするか、まあ裏でゲームをするか分かりませんが、また聞いてくださいねとよろしくお願いします。お疲れ様でした。